Marisa, when we talked in the preseason, you mentioned how impressed you were with the defense and that you thought it was going to be coming together and playing well. What have you seen from them early?
Just that, Dave. Outside of the Jets, we not taking the Jets game into play here. The defense has been very impressive. The thing that's really caught my eye and impressed me early on is the defensive line. They have been so good against the run this season, have already surpassed their 2020 sack total. In Larry Ogunjobi and Trey Hendrickson, the two big free agent names that they brought in are huge reasons why. This defensive line has just been lights out, and that's going to be a really intriguing matchup on Sunday against the Browns, because we know what the Browns want to do on the run game, how talented a running back like Nick Chubb is. So can this Bengals front stop the Browns running attack? It's going to be a huge storyline, but so far this season, only one team has had a 100-yard rusher, and that was Jacksonville in week 4 against the Jets. Even though the Jets were kind of doing what they wanted to do in the passing game, they didn't get over 100 yards as a team rushing for the game. So this Bengals run attack has just been so impressive. And Dave, I've also really liked what I've seen out of Logan Wilson, second-year linebacker out of Wyoming. He has just taken on so much more responsibility in the middle of the defense. He's leading the team in tackles, 10th overall in tackles in the NFL, has 4 interceptions on the year. He seems to just, wherever the ball's at, Logan Wilson isn't far behind. And so they have been getting really good play out of him, and Jermaine Pratt also in that linebacking room.
Who are some of the guys that kind of fly under the radar, some of the unsung heroes of this defense that have enabled them to be as successful as they have been so far?
That's a great question. And I'm going to say there's a couple of them in the secondary, starting with safety Von Bell. I know a lot of people always talk about safety Jesse Bates as being one of the top in the league, but Von Bell has quietly been having a really solid year. Sometimes they don't always show up on the stat sheet, but he's forced a couple of turnovers and is another one who seems to always be around where the ball is at. And then when you look at a couple of the corners that they brought in, Eli Apple, who came in, a lot of people, he surprised a lot of people with his play. He's been slowly improving week after week and was kind of thrown into a starting role once Trey Waynes went down with a hamstring injury again. So Eli Apple has been another name where he's really been playing solid in that corners room. And so has Chidobe Awuzie. He was one of the big names that they brought in, him and Mike Hilton in the cornerbacks room when they let William Jackson go to Washington. And Awuzie has been everything as advertised, if not better. He's been able to line up on pretty much every team's number one receiver coming in, and has been really holding his own and really making it tough, him and Mike Hilton, for quarterbacks to get on the passing game going.